Magkasangga, magkakapi, sa hamon ng buhay, di ba magaling? Ako ang iyong kasamang kaibigan, sa ating kapamamayan. Magkasangga tayo, magkasangga, magkakapi, magkasangga, magkakapi. Ang programang ito ay hatid sa inyo ng Equilibrium Probiotics. Ito ay ang bagong food supplement na gawa sa mga piling gulay at prutas at dumaan sa isang masusing proseso para mapangalagaan ang inyong kalusugan. Ang Equilibrium Probiotics ay dinisenyo para sa kalusugan ng ating tiyan, tulungan ng pagkuha ng sapat na nutrisyon at ang pagpapalabas sa ating sistema ng mga nakakasirang toxins. Ang Equilibrium Probiotics ay may iba't ibang disenyo at sakta base sa inyong pangangailangan. Mula sa boost para sa mga bata, fortitude, boost to grade, miracle fruit, periwinkle, at ang pinakabago, liver fruit. Ang Equilibrium Probiotics ay may pagmamalaki na produktong gawa sa Thailand. Ito ay mabibili sa The Chef, Geta Road, San Sebastian, Phase 3, Pinauganan, Tarlac City. At para sa mga malalayong lugar, mabibili din ang produkto ng Equilibrium Probiotics sa Lazada. Ito ay eksklusibong gawa ni Ginang Malu Reyes Blu-ray. Ano pang hinihintay nyo, mga kasangga? Hala, bili na! MSB Kape at Balita sa Umaga. Hatid sa inyo ni Kuya Dong.
Magandang umaga po, mga kasangga. Nandito lang po ang inyong Kuya Dong. Maghahatid po sa inyo ng programang MSB Kape at Balita sa Umaga. Maghahatid po ng mga nagbabagang balita at kaganapan sa loob at labas ng ating bansa sa loob lamang po ng 30 minutos. Best effort. Susubukan po natin. Mahirap mga ako. Bago po natin simulan ng ating pagbabalita, ang ating mga news updates, samahan niyo po muna ako sa isang maikling panalangin para maganda po ang nasimula ng ating araw. Sa ngalan ng Ama ng Espiritu Santo. Amen. Mahal namin lumikha. Maraming salamat sa bagong araw na itinagkaloob ninyo sa amin. Sa mapayapang gabing lumipas at sa patuloy na pagbuhos ng iyong mga biyaya sa amin at sa aming bayan. Naway ipagkaloob mo pa sa amin ang lakas at tibay ng loob upang mapaglabanan ang kasamaan at manatili po kami sa paggawa ng mabuti sa kapwa at pagsunod sa inyong itinurong tamang landas. Lahat ng gawain namin, naalay namin sa iyong anak na si Jesus, aming Panginoon. Amen. Sa ngalan ng Ama, at Anak, Espiritu Santo. Amen. And for the summary of our news updates for today, Taal volcanic smog blankets Batangas towns. Court junks de Lima's playbill. Cheden to intensify into typhoon. Pope to undergo hernia operation on Wednesday. Climate forecasts and alerts on extreme weather as new typhoon forms. And updates on the 2023 earthquake alerts. 3 Koreans, 2 Pinoys dead in Bulacan, road mishap. DOH verifying rabies outbreak in Ilocos. And finally, 21-man Gilas pool named. Start our top news updates. Taal volcanic smog blankets Batangas towns. Report from Romina Cabrera to the Philippine Star. The Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology, or PHIVOLCS, is monitoring ongoing degassing activity in Taal volcano, the second time in less than a week. PHIVOLCS said that significant volcanic smog or fog has formed over the Taal caldera and surrounding areas since Tuesday, forcing the suspension of classes in nearby towns. Confirm po lang po natin, may audio ba tayo? Do we have audio? Sa mga nakikinig? Baka wala na naman akong audio, matapos na naman ang pagbabalita, wala na naman audio. Para nung Martes lang. Okay? So, mukhang may audio naman tayo, so we will be continuing. The agency has monitored activity gassing of Taal's main crater in the past 24 hours, with visible upwelling of volcanic fluids in the main crater lake and voluminous steam-rich plumes that rose 2,000 meters. Okay, meron. Good. Thank you. Sulfur dioxide flux measured 7,680 tons on the same day, slightly lower than the 9,391 tons per day monitored last Monday. Volcanic can be expected to persist over Taal region while degassing activity, weak wind movement, and humid atmospheric conditions prevail, PHIVOLCS said in an advisory. In addition, acid rain can be generated during periods of rainfall and volcanic gas emission over areas where the plume disperses, causing damage to crops and affecting metal roofs of houses and buildings, it added. PHIVOLCS warned of increased and continuous degassing activity since the evening of June 3. The State Volcanology Bureau said that Taal remains under alert level 1, which means that it is still in abnormal condition and should not be interpreted to have ceased unrest nor ceased the threat of eruptive activity. Under alert level 1, sudden steam-driven or phreatic explosions, volcanic earthquakes, minor ashfall, and little accumulations of expulsions of volcanic gas can occur. PHIVOLCS said an uptrend in monitored parameters that could signal renewed unrest may warrant raising to alert level 2. The agency warned that fog, which consists of fine droplets containing volcanic gas such as sulfur dioxide, which is acidic, could cause irritation of the eyes, throat, and respiratory tract. It noted that severity of irritation could depend on gas concentrations and durations of exposure by the individual, and individuals who suffer from health conditions may be particularly sensitive to fog, including those with asthma, lung, and heart diseases, the elderly, pregnant women, and children. PHIVOLCS also advised residents to limit their exposure by staying indoors and shutting doors and windows to block out fog. It emphasized that entry into Taal Volcano Island or the permanent danger zone remains strictly prohibited. Wearing of N95 face mask and drinking water to reduce throat irritation can also be applied, as PHIVOLCS advise individuals to seek help if they experience serious effects. Several areas in the province of Batangas suspended classes yesterday due to volcanic smog or fog coming from Taal volcano. Among those that suspended classes in all levels in public and private schools were the local governments of Laurel and Talisay. Also suspended were classes in barangays Banyaga, Barigon, Bilibinwang, and Agoncillo until tomorrow. Mayandong grows. Meanwhile, the lava dome that is blocking the crater of Mayon volcano in Albay continues to grow, triggering rockfall events for several weeks until yesterday, according to PHIVOLCS. Paul Alanis, PHIVOLCS resident volcanologist based at the Lignon Hill Observatory, said seismographs around Mayon detected at least 46 rockfall events, which indicate that the lava dome at the volcano's crater is continuously growing in volume. Although we did not conduct yet any aerial survey to determine the exact size of the dome at present, the unabated rockfalls recorded by our seismographs clearly indicate that the dome keeps growing, Alanis told Star. He said their instruments last measured the volume of the lava dome last May 9 at 83,000 cubic meters, which is bigger than the volume measured last year. And a total of nearly 164,000 cubic meters of volume of lava dome has been measured already since August 2022, he added. PHIVOLCS decided to raise Mayon's alert level 1 to alert level 2 at 10 a.m. last Monday when they observed the continuously increasing volume of the lava dome and the inflation on its surface, according to Alanis. Additional reports from Janvic Mateo and Seth De Matera. Court junks De Lima's bail plea. Report by Ralph Edwin Villanueva to the Philippine Star. Manila, Philippines. A Muntinlupa City Regional Trial Court has denied the petition for bail of detained former Senator Laila De Lima. An order by Muntinlupa City RTC Branch 256 Judge Romeo Buenaventura dated June 7 stated that hostage-taking incident involving De Lima last year was an isolated occurrence and a matter falling within the responsibility of the Philippine National Police Custodial Center, which did not warrant granting her bail. It added De Lima's plea for provisional liberty on humanitarian grounds is untenable. True, the Supreme Court in some instances allowed bail for the provisional liberty of the accused, where their continued incarceration is shown to be injurious to their health or endanger their life. However, this court does not find the circumstances in those cases as obtaining in the instant case, the order read. The court said the grounds that the detained former senator is now a senior citizen and has several health issues that necessitates medical furlough are not compelling. The accused herself admitted that though she is already a senior citizen and has several health issues, she is not suffering from any serious or life-threatening health condition. This negates the need for her to be placed in a special or alternative facility outside of her current confinement, it added. Meanwhile, the court reiterated that it does not preempt judgment and the innocence of De Lima and other accused would be based on evidence after the merits of the case had been tackled. Let it be stressed that in finding the evidence guilt strong, the court does not in any way prejudge what the final outcome of the case will be. The culpability or innocence of the accused will still be decided on the basis of all the evidence presented by the parties and only after trial on the merits of the case, the court said. It added that the hearings would determine the weight of evidence for bail purposes. In an interview with the Star, Bonnie Tacardon, De Lima's legal counsel, confirmed the order. Tacardon said De Lima's team will exhaust all legal remedies following the denial. The legal team met yesterday to discuss future possible moves. One of the prosecutors, lawyer Darwin Cañete, said the prosecution team is thankful to the Honorable Court for the decision. The Star reached out to the prosecutors for comment, but none was given as of press time. The prosecution's presentation of evidence set on June 19 and 26 will proceed as scheduled. Chideng to intensify into typhoon. Report by Romina Cabrera to the Philippine Star. Manila, Philippines. The tropical cyclone Chideng is forecast to intensify into a typhoon between today and tomorrow morning, but is not expected to directly bring heavy rainfall over any part of the country. The Philippine Atmospheric, Geophysical, and Astronomical Services Administration, or PAGASA, said Chideng, international name Guchol, was expected to strengthen into a severe tropical storm last night. It may reach peak intensity between tomorrow and Saturday, but rapid intensification is not ruled out. Still, Pagasa said Chideng is unlikely to bring heavy rain in the next 3 to 5 days. The hoisting of tropical cyclone wind signals is also unlikely as Chideng remains far from the Philippine landmass. The weather disturbance was spotted 1,150 kilometers east of southeastern Luzon as of 4 p.m. Chideng packs maximum sustained winds of 85 kilometers per hour near the center and gustiness of up to 105 kilometers per hour. It may intensify the southwest monsoon, but the timing and intensity of the monsoon rains may still change depending on the forecast, movement, and intensity of the cyclone. The cyclone was forecast to move west-northwestward until Saturday morning before turning northward over the rest of the weekend. The monsoon is bringing cloudy skies with rain showers over Palawan. Isolated rain showers are also forecast over Metro Manila and the rest of the country due to the monsoon and localized thunderstorms. Pagasa warned the public of possible flash floods or landslides during moderate to, at times, heavy rains. Moving on to our global updates. Hope to undergo hernia operation on Wednesday. Report from Philippine Star. Vatican City, Holy See. Pope Francis will undergo an operation for an abdominal hernia on Wednesday at the Rome Hospital, where he is expected to stay for several days, the Vatican said. The 86-year-old Pope, who underwent colon surgery in 2021, is suffering from a hernia, which is causing recurrent, painful, and worsening symptoms. The Vatican spokesman Matteo Bruni said in a statement. It followed a brief visit to the Gemelli Hospital in Rome on Tuesday, during which the Vatican said he underwent clinical tests. Francis led his weekly general audience as usual Wednesday before preparing to head to Gemelli. In the early afternoon, he will undergo a laparotomy and abdominal wall surgery under general anesthesia, Bruni said. Laparotomy, a laparotomy is a surgical incision into the abdominal cavity. The stay at the health facility will last several days to allow the normal post-operative course and full functional recovery, the Vatican said. Francis, who has been the leader of the world's 1.3 billion Catholics for a decade, has suffered increasing health issues over the past year. In 2021, he underwent surgery at Gemelli for a type of diverticulitis, an inflammation of the pockets that develop in the lining of the intestine. Francis was also hospitalized for 3 nights at the end of March with bronchitis, which was cured with antibiotics. Moving on to our global update, updates on what's happening with the climate forecasts and alerts on extreme weather. Bangladesh has shut thousands of schools as it struggles through its lengthiest heat wave in a half century, with widespread power cuts only compounding locals' misery. Temperatures in South Asian nation's capital of Dhaka have surged to around 40 degrees Celsius or 104 degrees Fahrenheit. Punta kaya sila ng Lingayen o kaya ng Nueva Ecija, nagsisigwenta, with the poor bearing the brunt of the blazing sun. We have never seen such prolonged heat wave since Bangladesh independence in 1971, said Bazlur Rashid, a senior official at the Bangladesh Meteorological Department. Tens of thousands of primary schools were shut down by the government, and electricity production has been drastically cut, even as demand for air conditioners and fans has surged. Reports from Agence France Press to the Philippine Star. Moving on to our regional updates. Also, additional updates from the As It Happens 2023 earthquake alerts. A 4.2 magnitude quake jolted Ragay town in Camarines Sur around 6:16 p.m. on Wednesday, the Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology says in an advisory. Feedbox adds that damage may be expected, although aftershocks are unlikely. The following instrumental intensities were listed in the bulletin. Intensity 5, Ragay, Camarines Sur. Intensity 4, Daet, Camarines Norte, Sipokot, Camarines Sur. Intensity 3, Pili, Camarines Sur, Ginayangan, Quezon. Intensity 2, Panganiban, Catanduanes, Bumaca, Quezon. Intensity 1, Timambak and Iriga City, Camarines Sur. Mauban, Polillo, and Calawag, Quezon. Three Koreans, two Pinoys dead in Bulacan Road mishap. Report by Ramon Efren Lazaro to the Philippine Star. Camp Alejo Santos, Philippines. Five people, including two Koreans, died while two others were injured when a sports utility vehicle, SUV, collided with a trailer truck in Baliwag City in Bulacan yesterday. Reports reaching Colonel Relly Arnedo, Bulacan Police Director, identified the fatalities as Mission Kim, Park Mison, Gino Kim, Rosalinda Capinlac, and Allen Bolandos, the driver of the SUV. Geraldine Capinlac and Teresa Adio were taken to the Baliwag District Hospital and then transferred to the Bulacan Medical Center for treatment. The victims reportedly came from Nueva Ecija and were on their way to the airport after spending their vacation in the country when the accident occurred. Initial investigation showed that Toyota Fortuner driver, the Toyota Fortuner driven by Bulandos veered into the opposite lane and hit the truck driven by PJ Kama at around 2 a.m. Kama was arrested and is under the custody of the Baliwag police. Additional reports from Emmanuel Tupas. And capping off our regional updates, DOH verifying rabies outbreak in Ilocos. Report by Mayen J. Malin to the Philippine Star. Manila, Philippines. The Department of Health is verifying reports that cases of rabies in Ilocos region have increased. There is no need to panic. We still have to validate the increase as reported in some provinces to verify if there is a need to declare a health emergency or outbreak. DOH Ilocos Regional Director Paula Paz Sidyonko said, rabies is a serious illness with 99% fatality rate, especially if a person is bitten in critical areas such as the face, arms, and thigh. Data from the Ilocos Region Epidemiology and Surveillance Unit showed that 11 rabies cases were reported from January 1 to May 27. Sidyonko said rabies cases also increased in some provinces in the past weeks. Owners have the responsibility to have their pets immunized against rabies yearly and provide other booster shots to keep them healthy and safe from viruses, she said. Sidyonko said 17,613 vials of anti-rabies shots were distributed in various provincial health offices in the region. She said the DOH Ilocos office is committed to end rabies deaths in the region by 2027 and ensure a rabies-free Philippines by 2030. Meanwhile, Benguet is on alert as dengue cases have continued to increase since January. Data provided by the Benguet Provincial Health Office showed that 457 cases were recorded from January to May compared to 316 during the same period last year. The Provincial Health Office said a 66-year-old man recently died of dengue. Health Education and Promotion Officer Patrick DePollo said that Trinidad has the highest number of dengue cases with 117 followed by Itogon 81 and Bugias 41. DePollo said 6 barangays recorded clustering of cases. Additional report from Artemio Dumlao. And to complete our daily updates in sports, 21-man Gilas pool named. Reports by Alvin Leyva to the Philippine Star. Manila, Philippines. The hunt for the Gilas Pilipinas Magic 12 continues. After a long deliberation, the Samahang Basketball de Pilipinas and the National Quintet's coaching staff cut the number of candidates for Gilas representatives to the FIBA World Cup to 21. From this pool will come the 12 brave souls that will carry the fight for the Philippines in August 25 to September 10, Global Hopes Showcase, where tough matches against Italy, the Dominican Republic, and Angola await in group play. Phil-Am NBA star Jordan Clarkson leads the pool with American-born Justin Brownlee and Ivorian-born Ange Kouame providing backup or even competition for the naturalized player slot. Joining them are PBA stalwarts Scotty Thompson, Junmar Fajardo, Japhet Aguilar, Jamie Malonzo, Chris Newsom, CJ Perez, RR Pogoy, JP Eram, and Calvin Octana. Young Twin Towers Kai Soto and AJ Edu, and overseas-based Dwight Ramos, Kiefer, and Thirdy Ravena. Ren Sabando, Jordan Heading, Carl Tamayo, and Ray Parks Jr. The pool members named by Coach Chuck Reyes will now have to make a case for their inclusion in the Final 12 during Gila's series of training camps and tune-up matches in Manila and Europe over the next 3 months. Coach Chuck said we want to form the best team, not necessarily the best players, given the identity of our group opponents. SBP Executive Director Sonny Barrios told the Star yesterday. We therefore ask our countrymen to fully support our national pool, given the daunting task that lies ahead of them. Gilas is aiming to get past the first round and possibly finish as the top Asian team of the tournament to gain entry into the Paris Olympics. The pool was scheduled for its first practice last night at the Meralco Gym. By next week, the Nationals will set up camp at the Inspire Sports Academy in Laguna before going on a 16-day trip to Estonia and Lithuania for camps and friendlies against counterparts from Estonia, Latvia, and Finland, and club teams from Lithuania. A pocket tournament in China is in the pipeline in early August, and some friendlies against early birds in Manila are being eyed before the World Cup opener. That completes our news update for today. Summarizing the news updates. Our top news, Taal volcanic smog blankets Batangas town. Court junks De Lima's bail plea. Chedeng to intensify into typhoon. And for our global updates, Pope to undergo hernia operation on Wednesday. And we had climate forecasts and alerts on extreme weather of Bangladesh. For regional updates, we had an update on the 2023 earthquake alerts for Camarines. 3 Koreans, 2 Pinoys dead in Bulacan road mishap. DOH verifying rabies outbreak in Ilocos. And for sports, 21-man Gilas pool named. So yung pong mga kabarangay natin, mga taga-barangay Maligaya who joined us this morning, good morning po. Before I end, allow me to do a shout out to those who joined me. So si Admin Sol heads the list. Thank you, Admin Sol. Good morning. So si Pot also is watching. Si John Noren Sabado is watching. Good morning, Pot. Josie Limos Pangan is also watching. Si Brother Sunny Malyari is watching. Si Tita Paz Ginakaran. A blessed morning to you, Bro Dom, Bro Eric, and Sis Sol. Good, God bless your program. Good, thank you po. Good morning, Bro Sunny. At saka Batarlak, pasyal lang naman ganyan bale. The paring Albert De Luna Mangat is also watching. Good morning, bro. Good morning po sa lahat. At ito po, mensahe po sa ating mga kabarangay at mga barangay officials. So, please take note of the rabies outbreak in Ilocos. So, that it could actually happen anywhere so long as there are pet dogs being allowed to uh, roam around, no, nang walang leash. If you allow your dogs to stay on the street and they become stray dogs, we run the risk of having rabies outbreak as well. Yung rabies po ay nakukuha yan sa kagat ng aso at kagat ng pusa. So mag-iingat po tayo mga kasangga, no? Sana naman po yung mga barangay officials natin kahit saan ng barangay, do please enforce your ordinances para po maiwasan po natin yung pagkakaroon ng ganitong problema ang mga bayan. So yung po mga rabies outbreak na yan, pwede po yan mapigilan. Pwede po yan ma-prevent, no? Preventive po, no? Dapat po tayo preventive po yung approach natin, hindi po curative. Kasi pag curative po, baka pag magkaubusan po ng rabies vaccine ng ating DOH. Hindi po ganun karami yung mga rabies vaccine na pinamimigay po ng ating DOH sa mga lalawigan. So hindi po yan kagaya ng mga over-the-counter medicines na mabibili mo lang. Hindi po, mahirap po yan. Kaya pag-iingat na lang po. At yung po mga barangay official, please do enforce your ordinances. Meron pong ordinances, meron po mga ordinansa yung mga barangay. So, nasa tao na lang po yan kung ipapa-implement nila. At para sa mga pet owners naman po, let us be responsible. Huwag po nating hahayaan na baka wala yung mga alaga natin. Kung may bakuran po kayo, keep your dogs inside your compound. No? Kung ayaw po yung itinatali, kagaya po namin, hindi po nakatali yung mga aso namin, pero naka-confine lang po sa loob ng aming bakuran. At kung wala naman po kayong bakuran, kung talagang mahal po niya yung alaga nyo, ilagay nyo sa loob ng bahay. No? Or, kung ayaw nyo rin naman sa loob ng bahay, at least itali ninyo o gawin nyo ng kulungan. Di po ba? Yun po yung responsible for parent. Kung gusto nyo talagang yung alaga ninyo hindi po kumakawala o hindi po namiminsala sa ibang tao, ganun po ang gawin nyo. At pag-pray na lang po natin yung kalusugan ng ating Santo Papa. He will be undergoing a surgery this coming Wednesday. Let's include him in our prayers. As well as yung po pamumuo ng bagyo sa ating karagatan, panalangin na lang po natin na hindi po ito pumasok sa ating bansa at manalasa. So, pero siyempre, kailangan din po natin ipagdasal na wag na po sana matuloy ang El Nino. Dahil alam naman po natin kung anong may dudulot ito sa ating mga problema, may dudulot sa ating mga magsasaka. Kaya ano na lang po tayo, let's include that in our prayers. So yun po, at lubos po ako nagpapasalamat sa mga sumali sa akin ngayong umaga, mga nag-join po sa live stream ko, sa news updates. And I will be doing the same again tomorrow. Those who are viewing in TikTok, thank you very much for joining me. Si HBWFS 4300, okay, and HM Jim Q got, what's that? TQT 385, okay, thank you. And Honey V, okay, thanks for joining me this morning. I truly appreciate your staying and watching. At sa lahat po ng mga nag-join sa akin ngayong umaga, maraming salamat po. Mga kasamahan po natin sa Aslan ng Pag-asa, sa lahat po ng mga member at officers po ng Aslan ng Pag-asa, magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat at God bless you all.